Good day, one and all. I am Rosales, Math1 section I1, and I'm going to be discussing to you the solving of equations in one variable in quadratic and rational form, the solving of inequalities in quadratic and absolute value. Come and join me as we delve into the world of math. Our first step would be the solving equations in one variable in quadratic through factoring. So these are the steps in factoring a quadratic equation. First, put all items on one side of the equal sign, leaving 0 on the other side. Second, factor. Third, set each factor equal to 0. Fourth, solve each of these equations. Fifth, and the last, check by inserting your answer in the original equation. Here we have our first example, x squared minus 6x equals 16. So, we transpose 16 to the other side. That makes x squared minus 6x minus 16 equals 0. Then we factor out. It is equals to x minus 8 and x plus 2 equals 0. Then x minus 8 equals 0. That makes 8 equals 0. And then the other side, x plus 2 equals 0, transpose the 2, that makes x equals negative 2. To check, let us just insert our answer in the original equation as being shown. Our second example, which is a quadratic with a term missing, which is called an incomplete quadratic, with the same step, with following the same step as well. Now, let us move on in rational equations. To solve rational equations, let us follow these steps. First, factor the denominator. Second, identify the restrictions. Third, multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Fourth, solve as usual. Fifth, check answers against the set of restrictions. Here we have our first example. Following the rules or the steps, we factor the denominator, then we identify the restrictions, and then we multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. In this case, the x minus 2 and x minus 4. And then we solve the equation, cancelling out the like terms, and then we check answers against the set of restrictions. This is our second example, following the same step as well. In solving the quadratic inequalities, here are some of its steps. Here we have our first equation. First, make one side of the inequality 0 by adding both sides by 3. Factor the left side of the inequality. Solve for all the zeros for the inequality. And then, since y is the positive, we therefore choose the values of x, which the curve will be above the x-axis. Up to our next example. To write the inequality in standard form, subtract both sides of the inequality by 12. Factorize the quadratic inequality. Solve for the zeros for the inequality. For our last topic, isolate values inequality, and here are its steps. First, isolate the absolute value. Second, solve for the positive and solve for negative. Third, check your answer. Here are two examples in solving the absolute value inequalities, following the steps being shown on the previous slide. And that's the end of the lesson.